National Association of Women Journalists Abuja chapter has started a one-week protest to sensitize the general public on the incessant increased cases of rape and killings of women in the country. This was made known in Abuja by the chairman of the National Association of Women Journalists, Mrs. Stella Okosene. She says cases of reported rape victims in Nigeria is at an alarming rate, and unfortunately, women and children have fallen prey to perpetrators of this act. She said, as women journalists, the monsters behind this act should be caught and stiffer punishment should be given to them.
The federal government should hear our voice. NAWOJ, Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, not just women now, because you can see men with us, NAWOJ members. We condemn it. We are telling them that we condemn it, we hate it. It's evil. Whatever means they are using this rape for, we say it's evil. Some say it's a rituals. What kind of ritual are you? That you have to rape somebody? What do you want? Money, power. And those things will not come. Even if you rape a woman and thinking you want to get money, you want to be rich, or you want power, it will not come. Because you are evil. You have done it against the wish of the lady. But we are saying in FCT here that rape is evil. We reject rape.
Yes.
We say no means.
We say no to rape.
No means is no to rape. And anybody that, if you have a daughter, I have to speak to our women too. When you have children, please try and protect your children. Because if we say the parents, both the father and the mother, they have responsibility to that aspect. But what about the father that will be raping the children? We've seen a father having an affair with two of his daughters. And what did he say? He said because he lost his wife. Is that a means of you having an affair with your children? So mothers, women, be very vigilant with your children, both male and female. Be vigilant and safeguard them. Because that 3 months old, we find out that they open the window, the two windows, open the door. What do you want? You want ventilation for the baby. And I remember in those days, when you have a child, you cover the child. You use wrapper to cover the child. So, but now we are saying no to rape. And no means no. Rape victim, well, they should come out. Yes. Even as we are talking to you now, maybe rape is still taking place somewhere. Maybe before evening, before you hear, they should speak out. Don't cover the victim. Don't cover them, that the perpetrators. Don't cover the perpetrators that, is part of our family. Don't, if you say it, what will people say? Please speak out. We have the flyer. Speak out. People should talk. The victim has to speak. They should come out and talk.
During the program, some men argued that why some men are prone to rape is because some ladies do not dress properly and advised that ladies should dress decently.
If you dress properly, look at you as a human being. They do this in girls that you're raping. Our Nigerian people, women should stop praying. They should not dress properly.
People don't want rape, right? Our mother, they need to help us out also. Okay. I don't understand. One issue of dressing of women nowadays, it costs a lot of things. It's not like this when they're born up. One, we don't say how people wear, a part of this one is different. But the way they wear things now, or they are half naked in this country, is more. We have to use our right inside this thing again, and write about that one. People have to see half naked if you don't like it. But when you dress well, you will be hard.
let me help you for that. Yes. If you travel outside country,
I don't even talk about
let me tell you. If you travel outside country, that we are not dressing to say. But that one cannot give you what you do.
Okay, wait, maybe.
Dressing cannot give you motive.
Okay, no, wait.
Mr. Lemi Ugebe of the Make a Difference initiative says a VAP Act should be fully operated in the northern state of Nigeria, as some states still operate on penal code which takes the country backward, and such code should be abolished.
Unless we get our laws right, the legislature, the National Assembly under Bukola Saraki's presidency passed the VAP Act. Abuja operates the VAP Act. Kaduna has also made efforts to operate the VAP Act. But besides that, the northern states are still operating on the penal code. And the penal code sets us 6 decades backward, because the penal codes, even section 55 of the penal code says a man who has married his wife by law and native law and custom can beat his wife as though a slave. This is ridiculous. The same penal code says the girl child, or no, the same penal code says that if a girl is 14 years old or has reached puberty, which some reach at 9, at 10, if you have sexual relations with her, there is nothing wrong with that. That is the most ridiculous law. When our constitution says you can only take responsibility for your action when you are 18 years of age. How can you engage in sexual relations with a girl 14 or below, and the penal code justifies that? The VAP Act has come in what they call the mischief rule in law to say that is a mischievous provision in the penal code. Let us arrest it by saying, no, 18 years is the age of consent. And that is what the Constitution says. And it goes further to say, if you have relations, sexual engagement with a girl or a boy under 18, you are liable of rape and you will face life imprisonment. However, only 14 states have domesticated this law. The rest of them, especially most of the states in the northeast, northwest, haven't domesticated. And that puts paid to the efforts we are making in seeking safe spaces for children, safe spaces and protection and empowerment for women, and safe spaces for the vulnerable. The VAP Act is the way to go in order to protect. And as the child who is a victim comes to speak, as the woman who is a victim comes to speak, as the boy who has been raped comes to speak, government must find a way to amend the NAPTIP Act or the VAP Act to create room for victim compensation and rehabilitation fund. A person who is raped, a victim of rape, is damaged for life. You need a shrink, you need psychotherapy, it's huge money, and these people cannot afford it. If government cannot protect my daughter, my wife, my sister, my girlfriend from rape, government must pay the price of victim compensation and rehabilitation. That way, we at least can reduce the grave psychosocial effect on the victim and the society when they suffer rape.
Stella Okosene therefore urged women journalists, other stakeholders and federal government to join in the fight against rape, which is disrupting the peace of women and the society at large.